G'day everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Raidzero AU and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. And we were out here last episode, just starting off building our base. Got a visitor here. Hello. And went out, did a little bit more work there. One thing I do want to do today is I want to head up to the moon. So mix it up. Made a couple of cargo boxes there. I've got some more blocks being made. What I might do is I might just link myself here, drop you in there. And I want to just quickly pop out there. There's a couple of things I want to do. I need to get the maneuverability on this sorted out. So you see here I've just got a little bit of a platform followed by another one just a little bit lower, so I can bring this up. I reckon if we, what we'll do is we'll bring all the way there. And then we're going to want these ones. Just bring that like so. Now there is a bit of an issue at the moment in that I believe these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's even numbers, which isn't too much of an issue because we're going to extend out a little bit. So as long as we make sure we extend out to make sure it's uneven, then it'll all be good. Now, cargo boxes. I just want to pop a couple of cargo boxes down here, a couple of the larger ones. The reason being, we can then come over and drop these in here. Also, we should be able to go here. So while we're making these blocks, it's taking up a lot of room in here. We can swap these over. I did have some blocks in there, not at the moment. It's okay. So that's good. That gets that side of it sorted out. We'll just unlink ourselves because we don't need to be linked at the moment. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. So still working on the foundations really. Doesn't mean we can't get on with some other stuff in the meantime. Okay, one thing I do need to make is I need to make a small... No, you're still making... Yep. Queue up a few more. Do need to make one small steel block just to replace the one that we lost on our small vessel. Was just here. I'm not going to worry about painting it just yet. I'll worry about that later. How much fuel we got? Got plenty of fuel. Do with a little bit more oxygen. What we got in here? Base Fridge. Probably bring a little bit of food with us. I'll save the dino stew. Now, the other thing we wanted to look at was here. We haven't got any 15mm because I put it all in there, which was a silly thing to do. So we now got that, and probably want a bit of healing, toxic, antibiotic. Parasites, toxic, antibiotic. Take some of those with us. Decontamination kit, just in case. And how much ammo have we got? 728. Yeah, that should be okay. Alright. Let's head to the moon. There it is. So not too far away. Alright, here we go, coming into the moon. There are a fair few Xerax stations out here. There's a shipyard and a resupply station. I'll have to check out some stage. So we've got an atmosphere on this moon. Interesting. Here we are. A wreckage the size of the Titan should be easy to find. We should use a detector. Okay. Nevertheless. Okay, we've got resources. We'll see what we got down here. Interesting that we've got... What if we have actually got O2 out here? Is that silicon deposit? This is going to be part of it, surely. Or is there something else? Crash capital vessel. Could go have a look. No oxygen. I was going to say, it'd be unusual for the moon to have oxygen. It's been taxed around the place. Too bothered by that at the moment. Turn my light on just so it can light up in here a bit. It's a bit easier to see. Okay. Not much in these is silos from the looks of it. If this side's the same. Bathroom. Boiled food. Crew quarters or something in here. There's another door here, pretty sure. Might have to dig a bit. Sure, there's some stuff hidden here, but at some point you gotta go, is it worth it? What we maybe are likely to find, probably not. Now this says MS, and we assume that's Titan. Yeah, this is buried really deeply. As you can see. It's obviously not what we want to find. So, make sure everything's loaded up. We know we've got resources around the place. A couple of question marks over here. Head over this way. And see if we can't check out the resources. What that red one over there is. Come on. Okay, iron. Right, so that whole lot of Xerax stuff over there. Thinking this is probably where we want to be going. Magnesium. Alright, we've got a drone. Make sure we loot the drones. Oh. We could. Repair. Should make sure we repair the cockpit at least. Don't want to be losing your cockpit out here. There was another resource just here. Might as well uncover the resources while we're here. There's another iron. Titanium. Crash Titan mid. Crash Titan rear. Titanium deposit. Seems the Titan is broken into several parts. ODA, any scanning results? Not yet. Make a flyby on all three parts for a better scan result. 150 meters should be enough. Right, well, I've done that. That one. Done that one. This returned perfect results. You should go to the front part and land nearby. I've marked an easy entry point. Okay. Let's just check out some of these resources first. Pentaxid. More Pentaxid. What's this one over here? Crash DSC front. Okay. Let's go have a look at this entry point. And let's way up. Container controller. I'm gonna hold on to that stone for the moment. This is giving me goosebumps. I'm afraid we can't expect the Xerax to have left anything for us to find. There are some secret technical details of the construction they may not have found. Secrets? There's possibly more you can tell me. Commander, I do not. There is a... Please wait. Signal. IDA status. Wave protocol black. Find override code console. On which code console where? Remote access detected. Emergency shutdown. Okay. Finding a code in the maintenance console in a wreckage after more than a year of the enemy tearing it apart. This whole expedition is absolutely doomed. Well, I don't know. Find and access maintenance console. Okay. Let's have a look around. A few beds. Wardrobe. Ah, a drill. Okay. Nothing in here. There's the console. Updating token code module. Start procedure. Hidden log file detected. Play file. Play it. Command meeting room. T-minus 230213. Admiral Yaden. Vice Admiral Benner. Commander Mercer. Hello, Mr. Mercer. The Council is sending you over for another last-minute stress test. Admiral. Vice Admiral. Please have a seat, Mercer. Thanks, Vice Admiral. So, why are we meeting here? Has the start been postponed again? No, sirs. The opposite has happened. Scheduled start has been set to 1600 tomorrow. What? Mercer? Can you please tell the Council that this is at least 24 hours too early? The warp drives are not ready. Not to mention all the other stuff that is missing. I am afraid the countdown has already started. The other commanders will be informed in an hour about the new schedule. I checked the status of all ships. We should be ready, even for this accelerated schedule. I just checked the new mission parameters. All shore leaves have been cancelled. Personnel on Apollon Station, Titan Station, and the marine bases will be sent to the transports in the next 12 hours. It seems there is no way back. No. The time window of the event is set and will be open for only a minute, perhaps less. Okay. Then so be it. We knew this could happen. Mr. Benner, please commence the start protocols. Aye, sir. Mr. Mercer, we've installed the control station you requested. It is locked with your credentials. Thanks, sir. There. Condition yellow at 1000 hours tomorrow. Affirmed, sir. Okay, gentlemen, let's add a new chapter to mankind's history. Token code module sequence 1 updated. 2 more files required for full override code reconstruction. Okay. Wonder if there's one on each part of the Titan. Let's just have a look around downstairs. Not much to loot. Whoop. Looks like a broken box there. Inside here. Yeah, we'll take it. We found ourselves a drill. Too much else going on. We didn't look on this side. There we go. Like that. Bit of that. Some of that. All pretty basic stuff, but becoming useful. So this is just the opposite side. Wonder any? Oh, hang on. 276. We'll just take what we can out. Alright, gave us 1. That's okay. Might come in useful. Thing in the locker? No. Alright, well I'm glad we came back along here. Is there anything down here? No, it doesn't look like it. Never going to be great loot. Okay. Oop. Get up there. We'll just check these rooms. Just to make sure there's no outside. Make sure there's no wardrobes or anything like that in any of them. No, doesn't look like it. I reckon we probably need to go find one of those access consoles in each section. Whoops. Wrong button. Now, I've not actually done this quest before, since they've updated it, so take whatever fuel we can. So I'm making an assumption this is what we need to do. I could be wrong. Open you up. Nothing there. Maybe up in there. Yeah, there's a... That is in here. Let's have a look around, just make sure there's nothing else around. Leads outside. Any oxygen in this one? This is another bottle. Shower. Okay. So we need to get up into that section there. Alright. Should be just up here. Anything in here? Ooh, another temperature one. Nothing in the locker. Okay, here we go. Updating token code module. Start procedure. Attention. Another hidden log file was detected. Play file. Mission planning room. T-minus 802. Commander Lamar, Lieutenant Commander Zerigan. Jennifer, did your team already set up the reworked warp cage for the new schedule? These guys are crazy. Rescheduling the start to 24 hours earlier. They literally threw me out of my bed in the middle of the night. But yes, we managed to get this done just a few minutes before your arrival. Hey, before I forget, there is a new guy on the bridge. Mercer? Not exactly sure. Black suit. Spooky guy. I sense some trouble, but no real surprise. The whole project has gone a strange route, don't you think? Do you remember when we were college students, when the first team started after the Empyrion was lost? Analyze the incident. Build a new science vessel. We can do it better. Blah, blah, blah. All those pathetic speeches. Yes, we had a test about the Empyrion incident and what followed from it in our science class in college. Would have known that after I signed up after 5 years that they are building a fleet, if I would have known that. With only 2 functional warp drives, I would have taken it for an April Fool's joke. Absolutely. And why do we need these turrets and even combat ships? And marines? And fighters? All docked in 2 clusters around the 2 ships, going to Proxima Centauri for a warp drive test and resource gathering. Feels like the admirals want to invade a solar system, like in the old Star Combat movies we watched last week. Okay, I better get some sleep. Being prepared is everything. May the thought be with you. Oh. Ha ha. Send your colleagues to the cabins as well. You and your team have achieved something next to the impossible in a given time frame. I'll check the settings with the AI in the next few hours. Good night. Good night. See you later on the bridge. There. Can you please try to sync the incoming waves with the modules to point 2, which will try to minimize any signal loop or any external disturbance to make this whole thing either a giant heater or an uncontrollable wave skimmer. Of course, Commander. Adjustments are in the works. Token code module 2, sequence 2 updated. One more file required for full override code reconstruction. Okay. That's our second one found. Got a little bit of loot here. Not a lot. Oh, there's a wardrobe up there. Detox kit. Nice. Plenty of salvageable stuff on this. Like the that engine is still running. Well, I reckon I'm going to call the episode here, guys. We've got one more section to go through, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raidzero, signing out.